What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Monroe Mann. I'm the founder of Break Diving. It's really hot outside and I just came in and my hair's all sweaty and whatnot, but whatever. Break Divers drive on. If you're just joining us for the first time, break diving is a philosophy. It's also a global personal growth community at breakdiving.io based on the philosophy, don't wait for opportunities to float to the surface. Break divers dive in and make their own big breaks in life. And today we're talking about the Diver's Code. The Diver's Code are these 12 tenets of the break diving philosophy that we expect all of our members to live by throughout their lives. It's not about being a part of the community, it's about being a part of the global community and making things happen. Today we're talking about number 3, I never give up. But I'm going to go over these first 12 first, and then we'll go back and we'll talk about the third one. So by the way, for whoever that one person is who just joined us, thank you for being the bold, amazing first person to be on this live stream. We'll see if we can get more people to come join us. I do want to say I'm very excited that on my own channel, we hit 3,000 subscribers today, which is really exciting. And we just hit 500 subscribers here on this channel about a month ago. So this one's slowly getting some traction and we shall see where it goes. So the Diver's Code, here are the 12 of them, and we're gonna focus on number 3 today. Number 1, I am a break diver. Number 2, I am not lazy. 3, I never give up. 4, I always say please and thank you. 5, I try not to get offended. 6, I do not lie, cheat, steal, or plagiarize. 7, I always try to help. 8, I brag tastefully. 9, I keep my ego in check. 10, I ask for help. 11, I broaden my horizons. 12, I just see winners. And those are the 12 tenets of the Diver's Code. And what we're going to talk about today, right now, is number 3, I never give up. Again, the whole point of break diving, one of the main things is, again, we don't wait for opportunities to float to the surface. We dive in and make our own breaks and opportunities in life. So that kind of implies that we don't give up. Let me read specifically hello to our second guest here. Good to have you. I never give up. And by the way, I'm just reading this here you can find this on the breakdiving.io website. I never give up until I have exhausted every avenue of pursuit or genuinely decide I no longer want to pursue something. I never use excuses or blame others for why I don't accomplish things. I want to read this again. I never give up until I've exhausted every avenue of pursuit or genuinely decide I no longer want to pursue something. I never use excuses or blame others for why I don't accomplish things. That alone can help you achieve so many amazing things in life. How many times do we just give up because something gets too hard? And it's easy to give up. On my own channel, we were talking about this earlier, and one of the mods named Jesse Pinkman, that's his name on YouTube, said, I think people usually give up because it's easier to give up than it is to continue with the struggle, despite the difficulties. But break divers, this is, again, it says as a worldwide member of break diving, right there, I agree that. And number 3, I never give up. And I'm going to read it one more time to you guys so you understand. I never give up until I've exhausted every avenue of pursuit and genuinely decide I no longer want to pursue something. What does that mean? The first part, I never give up until I've exhausted every avenue of pursuit. I think a lot of people give up after they try for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And then after 2 days, they realize no one's subscribed, no one's clicking like, and they disappear, and that's it, they give up. Or they have a problem with their back, and their back muscles are hurting. And they go to one doctor, and the doctor says, oh yeah, there's nothing we can do, you're just gonna have to deal with it. and that person just gives up on trying to find a solution to the back pain. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to one doctor and the doctor is completely clueless. Go to another doctor and you find someone who's found the problem. Or better yet, what's up, Poppy Taylor? Good to see you. Or think about this, just search online. With ChatGPT and Google and Bing and all those search engines, Yahoo, you can find so many solutions. If you're about to give up, you could just type into ChatGPT the exact situation, saying, hey, I've been a musician for 10 years. I've created 2 albums. I opened for Avril Lavigne once, but now I've got no more opportunities. I don't know what to do. What do you suggest I do? Can you give me 20 suggestions for how I could revive my career? Guess what? ChatGPT will actually give you a bunch of ideas. Some of them may be stupid, but some of them may be just enough to jog your memory and jog your enthusiasm, to bring back some sense of hope for your future and your career to move forward. And that's why we're talking about today the Diver's Code, I never give up. I'm surprised why I haven't given up. With all of the things that I've had thrown at me over the years. I should have given up acting years ago. I should have given up show business years ago. I should have given up YouTube years ago. I should have given up my dream of doing a TEDx talk years ago. But guess what? After 20 years, all of those things are starting to come together. I did my first TEDx talk back in April in New York. I'm doing a second TEDx talk in August in Philadelphia. After 18 years, my YouTube channel, my own, is about to get monetized in about a month. And Breakdiving, this company here for which this channel is created, is starting to take off, and we're having a mobile app that's about to get coded. We'll have it done in about probably November, December. And we didn't even have to pay anybody. It's one of our awesome members in Breakdiving, Ishmael Masharif, who is helping to code this. What's up, Angie Hart, 67? That's right, never give up. Never give up. It's an easy thing to say, it's a hard thing to put into practice, but it's exactly what we need to do. We need to keep pushing forward despite whatever resistance, despite the ridicule, despite the criticism. I mean, it's hard. Like I do my other YouTube live stream on my own channel, and now I'm up to the point where I get anywhere from 10 to 120 people watching on the live stream. On the Breakdiving channel, I get 2 to 10 people. Because there's only 500 subscribers here, I've got 3,000 on my own channel. It's easy for me to want to give up and think, why am I doing the live streams on the Breakdiving channel? Why? I never give up. So the first part says, I never give up until I've exhausted every avenue of pursuit. Habib, I will answer your question in a second. He says, but sometimes you have to give up. You're right, but let's come back to that in a moment. Listen to this, Habib. And this is the Diver's Code, Breakdiver's Code. I never give up until I've exhausted every avenue of pursuit or genuinely decide I no longer want to pursue something. So in other words, yeah, you can give up. Sometimes you do have to give up. When do you give up? If you've exhausted absolutely every avenue of pursuit and there is no way to make that or something similar like it happen. Or number 2, you just decide that you no longer want to pursue something. And that's completely fine. There are some people that I started acting with in New York City back in 1997 who have given up. But they've given up because they've said, I realize I don't really care about becoming an actor anymore. It's not worth it to me for the struggle. And I'd rather just have a regular job and a regular career. If that's genuinely how you feel, then guess what? That's awesome. Give up acting. But there are a lot of people who give up acting but they still love it. But they just think, oh, why should I keep going? I'm never going to succeed. Well, absolutely. If you never think you're going to succeed, then you never will. Why did I keep pursuing my YouTube channel for 18 years, my own channel, for all this time? Because I really believed one day maybe I will get monetized. And guess what? In September, it's going to happen, and I'm finally going to be making money from my YouTube channel. And I cannot believe it. It's pretty amazing. And let me see. Angie says, Habib, slow down, look around, and try a different direction. Absolutely. Try a different direction. Maybe you give up on the approach that you've been making and try to find another way to make it happen. You don't have to give up on the dream. Maybe you just give up on doing it the way that you thought you were going to do it. They say it's a terrible expression. I'm not going to use that one. I'll use a better one. There are many roads that lead to Rome. Meaning you don't have to go down Appia Way, the Appian Way, the famous road. I'm sure there are some other roads that you can get where you can forge a path to reach Rome. If your dream means something to you, you do not give up. Let me drill the second part of this here. It says, I never use excuses or blame others for why I don't accomplish things. So many of us blame other people for why we didn't succeed. Oh, I could have succeeded if it hadn't been for this person. Or I would have succeeded if only this didn't happen. Or I would have succeeded if I were born like this or born like that. Or I could have succeeded if enough, shut up. That's a bunch of baloney. Bunch of baloney. You have to take responsibility. Don't blame other people. You need to come up with responsibility for why you fail. And then when you take responsibility, it gives you great power and agency over your next actions. And it allows you to move forward and actually do something. Habib says, I wanted to become a pro MMA fighter, but for it to happen, I had to stop work to send money for my family. Habib, guess what? It's not over yet. Just listen to this, Habib. I never give up. Let me go back to some of these other parts of the Diver's Code, Habib, because it's going to help you. We were only going to talk about number 3 today, down here, number 3, but I'm going to talk about number 1 and 2 as well. I think it's going to inspire you and make you feel better. So Habib wanted to become a pro MMA fighter, but he had to stop working to send money for his family, so he feels his MMA dream is over. So first, in the Diver's Code, number 1, I am a break diver. I pursue my dreams with an unmitigated passion, and I choose to live by the break diver's creed. No rules, no excuses, no regrets. I am a break diver, and I will find a way. Number 2, I'm not lazy. I recognize I am far more capable mentally and physically than I give myself credit for. Each week, I strive to accomplish more than the week prior, and each year, more than the year before. I will not waste my time watching hours of TV, playing hours of video games, spending wasteful hours on pointless social media, or just procrastinating. I get things done. And then Habib, this leads to number 3, I never give up. I never give up until I've exhausted every avenue of pursuit or genuinely decide I no longer want to pursue something. I never use excuses or blame others for why I don't accomplish things. So Habib, if MMA means something, you cannot give up. That's number 1. If being an MMA fighter is something that's important to you, guess what? You have to keep pursuing it. Number 2, don't blame others for why you don't accomplish things. Don't say, I wanted to be an MMA fighter, but I couldn't because I had to send money to my family. That means that you're blaming your family and blaming your financial situation on why you're not becoming an MMA fighter. Do not make it cause and effect. You can support your family, you can work, and still become an MMA fighter. Figure out a plan. Now you think MMA and you think are the only places Ultimate Fighting Championship. that is not the only avenue to becoming a professional MMA fighter. There are a lot of different organizations that do MMA fighting. Maybe you create your own MMA competition, and you create an MMA competition with bouts, with events that work around your work schedule so you can send money to your family and still be an MMA fighter. Break divers find a way. And by the way, if you guys like what I'm saying, you can come join our community at breakdiving.io. The link is in the channel description. You can also subscribe to the channel and be notified when we do more breakdiving live streams like this. Angie says you will. New friend. What's up, Jesse? Thanks so much. Glad to see you here, my friend. I'm speaking facts again. You're welcome, Habib. Telling you, Habib, if you want to do it, you can do it. Just put a plan together. Say, how do I do it? Number one, how can I be an MMA fighter? Number two, while still working at a job. Number three, and also supporting my family. Many men and women have done far more impressive things than that. To be honest, it's not that hard of a thing to be an MMA fighter, work a job, and support your family. You can do that, Habib. And guess what? You are a break diver. So guess what? You're gonna find a way, and then you're going to inspire so many other people with your story when they hear that, oh my gosh, Habib, you also had to work and support your family while you were trying to become an MMA. I can't believe it. And people are going to be talking about Habib. If Habib could do it, then I can do it. That's what it means to be a break diver, ladies and gentlemen. You kick ass, you make things happen, and you inspire other people along the way. Our community motto in the breakdiving community is dream big, mentor often, achieve together. The bigger you dream, the more you're going to inspire people. The more you mentor others and encourage them to believe that they can achieve too, the more support you're going to get from other people who want to support you back. I'm making no money from doing these live streams on this breakdiving channel. It's just a not-for-profit that I run, and I don't know if I'll ever make money from doing these live streams for breakdiving. But I believe in our community motto, mentor often. I'm happy to be on here and mentor you guys and inspire you guys to make things happen, to help remind you that you are a break diver. And again, and Jesse, by the way, can you put in the live chat the full link for anybody who may want to join break diving? Thank you so much. Thanks, Jesse. Well, I'm almost certain that the channel for Monroe Mann will get monetized. Today's live stream that we did on my channel, we got 49 hours of watch time. That's beautiful. This breakdiving channel, it's going to take a lot longer because we really need to build up the subscriber base, and we need to get more and more people to come and join these live streams. Yeah, there it is. Join us at breakdiving.io. I'm going to pin that. Thanks, Jesse, for sharing that. And what's 49? Jesse, what's 49? I know how easy it is. Hold on, let me check my battery power. 1 second. You know what's so funny, Jesse? You're never going to guess my battery has right now 49%. So you said, let's go 49, and I checked my battery power, and it's got 49%. Pretty crazy. Anyway, we're talking about this one, I never give up. That's the third tenet of the diver's code. It is, and Jesse, I was talking about you earlier, how you said, it's easy to quit. It's hard to keep going. Thank you, Angie, appreciate that. It's so easy to quit. I want to quit so many things I want to do in life. I want to quit practicing guitar. I want to quit doing fitness. I want to quit doing YouTube live streaming. I want to quit trying to make my company breakdiving a success. I want to quit helping my mom who's elderly. I want to quit trying to make a success out of myself. I want to quit so many times, so many things, because it would just be a relief to quit. But let me tell you this, it's a short-term feeling of relief. If you quit something that really means something to you, you'll feel a relief for a moment, but then when reality sets in and you realize, oh my gosh, I can't believe I quit doing something that's really meaningful to me, it's going to hit you hard. And the worst thing is if when you quit something that you cannot recover from. And I have a couple of situations in my life where I did give up too soon. And I cannot go back and change that situation because I lost the opportunity forever. And it hurts. But I've benefited from those mistakes because I don't do that as much anymore. I try to think really hard before I quit on something and before I give up, before I give the middle finger to something and say, screw this, I'm not doing it anymore. I quit my job 6 months ago. I don't regret that. But it's because I think I've gotten a lot better about gauging, am I going to regret something by quitting? I would say 9 times out of 10, you will probably regret it if you don't think about it long and hard. Not quitting is the same thing as, in many ways, of never giving up. Think about your dreams, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want you to give up and then be 80 years old thinking, I can't believe I gave up. Let me tell you this way. And this is kind of correlates with what I talked about yesterday or earlier this morning about redreaming. This was on my own channel, Monroe Mann. Love you to check out the Monroe Mann channel as well. So I was saying that sometimes you will make a decision or you'll do something and you'll find that you fail. And you'll be in such a situation that it's a situation where you cannot fix it. You can never make that dream happen now. And some of us just feel absolutely devastated when that happens because you feel like your life is over because there's something that you wanted to do that you can now never do. An example are sometimes somebody will have their legs and they'll get into a car accident. Let's say they wanted to become a professional skateboarder and then they get into a car accident, they become paralyzed, and now they can't be a professional skateboarder. That's like a situation where, oh my gosh, nothing you do can change it. That's true. Somebody who loses his or her legs is never going to be able to be a skateboarder in the traditional sense. But I don't know if you've watched any extreme sports or America's Got Talent. There's this guy, Wheels, and he basically uses his wheelchair as a skateboard. And he does absolutely amazing tricks on his wheelchair. And he's able to go on these ramps and do flips and do amazing things. So he wasn't able to make the same dream come true, but he was able to redream. He didn't give up on the bigger dream. So I had this dream of becoming a police officer, law enforcement, and big comedy of errors, and it didn't work out for me. But I redreamed and got my private investigator license in New York and Florida, and I've got this really cool international not-for-profit PI firm now. That's redreaming. That's a form of never giving up. I want to read it again to you. This is part of the Diver's Code, Tenet number 3. I never give up until I've exhausted every avenue of pursuit or genuinely decide I no longer want to pursue something. I never use excuses or blame others for why I don't accomplish things. All of you have something in your life that you've given up on. I am telling you to find the strength to open the door again. Try it again. There's no shame in returning to something that you gave up on. You can go back and try again. Never give up. Let me see what we got here in the chat. Jesse, I tell you this, it's normal for some of us to have these feelings about quitting life. A lot of times, we're like, what the heck are we doing here? I have moments of ambivalence where I don't think about my purpose and why we're here, this or that. But sometimes I do think about it a lot, and existentially, it's kind of depressing. And go, what the heck am I doing here? Why are we here? What are we doing on this planet? So I get it. But then you wrote, I don't want to disappoint you, Monroe, or disappoint my family and friends. Good. Remember this, Jesse, if you kill yourself, you're being very selfish. If I ever killed myself, I would be very selfish because it would hurt. And that basically saying my pain is more important, like relieving my little bit of pain is worth more than giving the pain that I'm going to be giving to all of these people in my life who are going to be devastated and confused. Why did Monroe do that? Why did Jesse do that? We don't want to do that. We want to bring joy to people's lives, not bring more misery. There's no relief. It's been 4 years and every day I think about it since day one. Habib, I am telling you, I know how you feel. There are some things in my life that I had to give up to make other dreams come true. There are some things in my life that I've completely failed at, and it hurts and it's painful. And what do? Right here. I never give up. And let me tell you this, Habib. You can never give up on the dream, or you can never give up on trying to overcome the pain caused by whatever you gave up. Think about that. If you could just give up your desire to be an MMA fighter, that would solve the problem too. You would say, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm not telling you that that's what you should do. I'm not telling you that you should give up on your dream of becoming an MMA fighter. I'm saying is you should just never give up on finding a solution. One of the solutions is get off your butt and become an MMA fighter. Figure out how to do it. Number 2 is find some other venue. Maybe you could become an MMA teacher. Maybe you could start an MMA YouTube channel. And you never know, you start that and then that leads to more opportunities. Number 3, you could figure out how can I just become more accepting of the fact that becoming an MMA fighter is not what I did, not what I was supposed to do. Who knows? But you can just never give up in finding a solution, whatever that solution may be. And it's got to be a positive solution, not a negative one. Jesse says using a wheelchair as a skateboard. Yeah, absolutely. Jesse, you guys look up Wheels, Wheelz. Search for Wheels on YouTube. You will see, that stuff will inspire you. You can watch a documentary too about him, and it shows you about how he was so sad when he was a kid and his legs couldn't work and he couldn't be a skateboarder. And then before you know it, you see him on his wheelchair in the bowl with the skateboarders, doing these crazy stuff, doing hand plants, doing flips. It's amazing. He can do more on a wheelchair than 99% of people can do on a skateboard, and it's super inspiring. Thank you, Jesse. Says it's a fire message. Jesse, you're doing a good thing because you're saying your suicidal thoughts scare you. You're talking with other people about it. If you're talking with other people about it, that's good. You don't want to just keep it to yourself. I would start talking to a psychologist or talk to your parents and tell them that you're having these things, because you definitely need support from people. How do I get through my life when I'm feeling down? It's through the communications I have with my friends, my family, people on Breakdiving Live, people on Monroe Mann Live, people in the breakdiving community. You need support, and you need people to remind you that you are awesome. You are fantastic. You're an amazing individual, and you have a lot of value to give to the world. And Jesse, I always say just hold on a little bit longer, because negative feelings don't last forever. Now, the truth is, positive feelings don't last forever either, but it's always a wave. And I just know, stay Stay strong during the low times, because eventually, boom, it's going to rise up again. It's going to get better. It will always get better. You're not being selfish. Say, watch about wheels, good. Only online though, I never talked about in real life. Jesse, you should talk about it with somebody. You gotta find somebody to talk about. Even if it's a school psychologist or something like that, find somebody to, hold on one second. What do I need? I'm looking for something. Here, wait. Okay. Brake divers never give up. And I got a shoulder pain back here, and I got this little self-massage thing. So I'm gonna self-massage myself while we have this live stream, because brake divers never give up. And I'm gonna figure out a way to get in there and try to massage this. So I'll give it a year and see how I feel. No, Jesse, no, you're not giving it a year. You're not giving some date for, and if I don't feel good by July 10th, 2025, I'm gonna do something crazy. That's an absolute recipe for disaster. What do you want to do, Jesse? You just say, remember I told you 1 day at a time? The only thing that keeps me going most of the time is tomorrow could be a better day. Tomorrow I could get the email that changes my life. Tomorrow, one of my songs could hit it big on Spotify. Tomorrow I could wake up and have 20,000 subscribers because somebody finds my video and just shares it to their social media following. Or tomorrow I could meet the girl of my dreams who I'm meant to marry. Tomorrow, one of my businesses could take off. Tomorrow, brake diving could get an article written. Always 1 day at a time, Jesse. 1 day at a time. Habib says, Jesse, find someone. I found my uncle. He was the best in listening and answering things. Exactly. You got to find somebody, Jesse. Somebody who you trust and somebody who's not going to criticize you or make you feel worse. That's why I found a good spot. Ooh, that feels good. I'm massaging my shoulder, if anybody is wondering, with this little massage tool here. Jesse, what about your school psychologist? Can't you talk to somebody at your school? But, oh boy. Ooh. Oh man. But I never give up. I want to make this shoulder, this little muscle spasm on my back go away. Jesse says, I do remember 1 day at a time. Thank you so much. And guess what? You get back on the horse again, Jesse. It's fine. You're not going to be perfect. But now you do it 1 day at a time again. And you keep moving. Wow. You keep moving forward. So, Habib says, don't start. Someone will come and never start. Yeah, I don't know what Habib means either. Maybe he needs to clarify. Oh, he's just saying just talking about it with somebody can help. They don't need to give you advice. Sometimes you don't even want somebody to give you advice. Sometimes you just want somebody to listen to you and talk and hear you listening. Like literally, I told you guys, every time I do these live streams, I feel better about myself. Why? Because I'm just able to talk it out loud. And in some capacity, I hope you guys being able to post in the live chat gives you a way to express yourself a little bit. Jesse says, I'm currently switching schools, so I don't know if the new has a psychologist. You know who you could go to, Jesse, too? You could potentially go to the local police department. I'm sure somebody there would be able to talk with you. And just stay strong, and again, take it one day at a time. Hope that feels better now on my back. It's the same thing with the YouTube live thing. It's overwhelming. It was overwhelming me looking at, I only had 100 hours of watch time back in the beginning of June. And me thinking, how long is it going to take for me to get to 3,000? And today I'm at 2,100 watch hours. And I'm thinking the same thing. I look at break diving. I think break diving has 200 watch hours. After today, maybe it'll be 210 watch hours, something like that. It's overwhelming to think how long it's going to take to get there. But break divers do not give up. People aren't concerned about me because they just think I'm fine. Well, then that's what you have to find somebody to talk with. You got to find somebody to talk with. You can't just let these thoughts stay in your mind. It's going to destroy you, Jesse. Please. You got to find someone, one person. That's your mission for the rest of July. Find one person to talk to. And honestly, if your parents can't support you, I don't know what the heck parents are for. I would hope that they would support you if you told them that you're having these thoughts. Please find somebody. I'm hoping it's your parents. Jesse says, I don't think my parents will be happy. So then talk to your parents and don't go to the police, but go talk to somebody. For those of you just joining, we're talking about the third tenet of the Break Divers Code, which is I never give up. I'm just encouraging you guys to never give up. I'll read it again. You can find this at breakdiving.io. I've printed it out, but here it is. We're going to do number 3. I never give up. By the way, thanks for clicking like. Thanks for subscribing to our channel. We are Break Diving. We're a not-for-profit personal growth community with people all around the world. You can see the link in the chat there, breakdiving.io. Come join us. So here it is, number 3. I never give up until I've exhausted every avenue of pursuit or genuinely decide I no longer want to pursue something. I never use excuses or blame others for why I don't accomplish things. I never give up. Break divers make things happen. Break divers acknowledge they have dreams and they say, I'm going to go after those dreams and make those dreams come true. Whoop. I'm banging on the counter and it's causing the phone to drop down. Jesse says, once again, fire message, Monroe. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for clicking like. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming to join our not-for-profit at breakdiving.io. If you can just remember that, don't give up. In the most important moment, it's easy to think about don't give up when things are going smoothly and you don't have problems. You have to remember this, don't give up. Never give up when you're in times of trouble. When you're starting to question whether it's worth it to continue. I'm telling you, it is worth it to continue. Do not give up. Habib says, I think he's a wise. A lot of people praise him for that too. I think you're talking about me, Habib. If so, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know. I need to do that again. It feels a little bit better. It's definitely an improvement. That little thing, it's a really cool myofascial release tool, and it does help. Oh, your uncle. You weren't talking about me. Well, I'm glad that your uncle is a fantastic supporter for you and very wise. Jesse, I know you can find somebody who can support you. And it's got to be somebody in your real life that you can give a phone call to and talk to and chat about. So never give up. It sounds so simple, but it is so hard because the moment when you need to remember to never give up is when you absolutely want to give up. Like right now, I was getting a little bit tired and I was about to think, Monroe, time to stop the live stream. But then I'm remembering the same message, never give up. If I can just go for another 5 minutes, that's going to be an extra 20 minutes of watch time for the Break Diving channel to potentially get monetized. And so I'm going to keep going. Never give up. Never give up, ladies and gentlemen. me see what the message is. He always says, Jesse needs a hug. Let me give you a hug, Jess. Hope that was helpful. A good break diving hug. Habib says, his uncle says, life is hard. The harder it is, the better you become, just like diamonds. Your uncle is very smart and very wise indeed. Absolutely. I completely agree with this. Hold on a second. And this is what I was saying earlier in my live stream today on my own channel. I was saying, even though the last 20 years have been very difficult for me, and I've gone through some incredible struggles and some terrible failures, I believe God guided me to all of these struggles because he knew it was turning me into this motivational superhero. And it's what I've become. I've become really good at motivating people. Why? Because I have been through what they've been through. I've experienced thoughts of hating life. I've experienced feelings of rejection. I've experienced business failure. I've experienced losing money. I've experienced being lonely. I've experienced all of these things. And those struggles are what have made me who I am today. I don't want to say I enjoyed the struggles, but I will say I'm grateful that I had them because they've turned me into what I am now. I can appreciate success more. I can appreciate friendship more. I can appreciate a lot more than I did before. And Jesse says, I'd much rather listen, the sun is always shining somewhere every day to cope. Hey, Jesse, if that song inspires you and makes you feel better, thank you for listening. Thanks for giving me the watch time so we can get this monetized. Fantastic. And I get to inspire you. It's a win-win. You're welcome for the break diving hug. Wish it were a real one. One of these days, we're going to have a big break diving convention. And Jesse, you will show up and we will make things happen for success, friendship, and happiness. And that's going to be a badass time. And never give up. I'm just silent here because I'm just thinking about, I cannot believe that I have not given up. Because I would have every reason to have already given up. And I haven't. And I'm amazed, and I'm really proud of myself because everyone would have understood if I just gave up and decided to give up on all my dreams and go do a job, a normal job. But I didn't. And here I am. You know, there's a song by Elton John. I just heard it the other day. And it says, I'm still standing. Yeah. Oh, wait, I got to do it lower. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the ultimate song for never give up. Never give up. Another great song to remind you to never give up by Chumbawamba. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't nothing gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't nothing gonna keep me down. That's it. I get knocked down, but I get up again. We got Yasmin in the house. Good to have you here. Where will it be? Well, I'm hoping that breakdiving becomes so successful soon that I can have these breakdiving events in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, in Australia, in the United States, in South America, one day. By the way, I know someone here has not given a like yet, so please click like. Yasmin, you could probably give us a like. Habib says, thank you for your good words. Thank you very much, Habib. Appreciate that. Yes, I miss you too, Yasmin. You haven't given up 18 years ago, but that's why you're so awesome, amazing. So guess what, Jesse? It took me 18 years to figure out YouTube. I don't think you're even 18 years old. Just keep going. Things will make a little bit more sense in time. Not completely, because I don't think it's impossible to have figured it all out, because we're not God. But I think you can figure out a lot of things if you just hold on a little bit longer. I'm still standing. Yeah, Habib says, Jesse, were you from... Habib, you're from Afghanistan. Tasharafna, Habib. Yasmin is here. We got a like. Thank you, Yasmin. I appreciate that. By the way, Yasmin, congratulations on getting, I think you're up to 16 subscribers. I know it's hard, but keep going. Keep going. By the way, Yasmin, you should make lots of variety of videos. I on my Intertech channel for the private investigation firm, we have 30 subscribers, and most of the videos get 200 views, the shorts. We're trying to get to 50 so we can do live streaming. Well, I just did a video this yesterday, and it was just me talking. We got 4,000 views, like 40 likes, and we got like 3 new subscribers. You never know. Keep trying. You never know what video is going to launch and get you noticed. It's why I do videos on the Monroe Mann channel that are different types of YouTube lives, because I don't know what's going to draw in the audience. Sometimes I'll bring in 5 people. Sometimes this morning I had about 45 people consistently there. It was pretty awesome. 17 subs. Good job, Yasmin. Don't worry, Jesse. Hey, that's why we're here. That's why I'm here. That's why Breakdiving is here. We're here to be your friend and help support you. So I would say to any of you guys, Habib, don't give up on your MMA dreams, right? Jesse, don't give up in figuring out your beauty and your purpose. Yasmin, don't give up on getting to 50 subscribers. It will happen. It's just going to take you some time. Just keep going. Soon you'll be 18, 19, 20 subscribers, 21, 22, 23. You are going to get there. So keep up the great work. Really proud of you guys. And that being said, just a reminder, I'm going to read this one more time and I'm going to sign off on this live stream for breakdiving for the night. The third tenet of the diver's code is I never give up. And I'll read exactly what it says. I never give up until I've exhausted every avenue of pursuit or genuinely decide I no longer want to pursue something. I never use excuses or blame others for why I don't accomplish things. Oh, Jesse's saying something in the chat. Jesse, it doesn't matter if you have no idea how to figure it out. Time. There's an expression, time heals all wounds. I made another one. Time heals all wounds, but waiting's a bitch. Meaning, waiting for time to help you overcome your wounds, it's really painful. But time will eventually allow you to feel much better about your situation. So for now, Jesse, just hold on. Every day, just remember, Monroe said, hold on one more day. Monroe told me to hold on one more day. That's what I want you to do. Hold on one more day. So, waiting is definitely a female dog. Yes, I agree. Guys, I'll probably be back on tonight on the Monroe Mann channel. I might do music. I might do a fitness live stream for me to do some exercise. Either way, I hope you will join. Habib, I hope you'll check out the Monroe Mann channel as well. For all of you guys, please visit breakdiving.io. I hope you guys will join. And thank you guys. Remember the Breakdivers Creed, no rules, no excuses, no regrets. Remember our community motto, dream big, mentor often, achieve together. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Breakdivers.